My client is Ruby. She is a 72-year-old woman who has experienced a right CVA. Ruby is here for her first session in occupational therapy. Before her stroke, she was fully functioning and able to complete all activities of daily living, including toileting, upper body and lower body dressing, bathing, grooming, and functional transfers. She was also able to complete IADLs such as cooking. Before her stroke, she was able to participate in her leisure activities such as going on walks, reading, playing board games with her children, and participating in blackjack and poker at the senior center once a week. She lives in a one-story home without a threshold for both the front and back door. She has been retired for 5 years now after she was working as a kindergarten teacher. Hey Ruth, how are you today?
Doing pretty good.
I'm Haley and I'll be your occupational therapist. Have you heard of occupational therapy before?
Maybe a little, but do you mind sharing again?
Yes, I'll let you know. Okay, so our goal as occupational therapists is to treat individuals who have difficulty independently completing everyday activities, and we help them develop, improve, or modify the skills that we need to enhance their overall quality of life. So we're going to help you get back to things that you used to do before your stroke.
I'd like that.
All right. Well, I'm going to have you complete some mini evaluations today. So we're going to focus on your vision, and we're also going to focus on functioning of your upper and lower body. Is that okay with you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So first, we're going to start with testing your vision. So we're going to do visual motor and visual perception test. So first, we're going to start. And so the object of this is I'm going to have 2 markers, and you're going to have to track up and down with your eyes without moving your head. Okay. So I'm going to start facing me, and I'm going to start like this, and you're just going to move up and down to begin with. So without moving your head. Okay. When you're ready, start moving eyes up and down between the 2 markers. Are you having any difficulty with this?
I just can't do it that fast, but I think I'm doing it.
You are doing it correctly. All right, so now I'm going to have you stop, and then we're going to move your eyes from side to side. So when you're ready, you can start moving from left to right or right to left, just interchanging between the blue marker and the purple marker.
Okay.
When you're ready.
I don't think I see a purple one.
Okay, so I'm going to move it over towards this way. Are you able to see both markers now?
Yes.
All right, okay. So move your eyes from left to right without moving your head. Are you able to do that?
Yes.
All right. And then I'm going to have them like this again, and we're going to do this one more time.
Okay.
Can you see both the markers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going to go from the blue to the purple, moving up and down. Are you having any trouble with this?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Good job. So we're going to move on to the next vision test. So I'm actually going to start by standing behind you, if you want to scoot forward a little bit. So I'm going to stand behind you, and I'm going to take a blue marker and a purple marker. So I'm going to, depending on the color of the marker, I'm going to put it on your left side. Without moving your head, tell me when you see it. And then when I go on the right side without your head, you're going to show me and tell me whenever you see it passing by you.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to start, and let me know whenever you see the marker.
Now.
Okay?
Now.
Okay?
Now.
Okay?
Now.
All right. Great job. Did you have any difficulties with that?
I don't think so.
Okay. Great job. So how are you feeling?
Pretty good.
You feeling
I'm going.
Okay, so if you're okay, we're going to move on, and we're next going to look at your functional abilities in your upper and lower body.
Okay.
So first, I'm going to start with your upper body. So we're going to start with passive range of motion, which means that I'm going to do the arm movements for you, and you're going to let me know if you feel any pain or any stiffness or anything like that.
Okay.
So first we're going to start with your right arm, and I'm going to start down, putting your arm down, and then I'm going to just move it all the way up. Are you having any pain?
It feels pretty good.
All right. And then I'm going to move at your elbow. I'm going to bend your elbow. Any pain?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So now we're going to start on your left side. If you could put your left arm out for me. Okay. So we're going to start going up. Can you go any past here, or is it painful at all?
I don't think I can go any further.
Okay. So we're going to go back down. And then I'm going to turn, and I'm going to bend at the elbow. Can you go any further?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And then we're going to move back down. Okay, so that was testing your upper body. You did your right and your left, and now we're going to do your lower body.
Okay.
So with this, I'm going to do both your right and your left leg. And I'm going to start. I'm going to pull 1, 2, and then I'm going to quickly pull it up.
Okay.
Is that okay with you? Okay. So start with your knee bent like you have.
Okay.
And I'm going to grab here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, and I'm going to quickly straighten your leg.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Do I hold against you, or do I just keep going?
No, you just let it straighten as much as you can.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the right leg. Ready? 1, 2, and you straighten fully. Any pain with that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Now we're going to do the left leg. 1, 2, and I'll pull all the way up. Can you, was that painful at all?
A little.
Okay.
I don't think it goes any further.
Okay, so that's as much as you can straighten.
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. So we just tested, we did a quick stretch for your lower body on right and left. Okay. So now that we did those 4 mini tests, we focused on vision and we focused on your functional ability in your lower and upper body. So I'm gonna explain those results to you. So do you remember the first one we did? It's visual motor. It's the one where you were tracking with your eyes.
Yes.
Do you remember going up and down?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So with that, you did have some difficulties and delay, you said.
Yeah.
Finding, tracking from up and down in between those two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And also whenever I did move the 2 markers to your left side, you could only see 1. Do you remember?
Yes. My husband's told me that's been happening.
Yes. So we do have some left side neglect.
Mm-hmm.
So your husband has been telling you that. We're gonna talk about some safety precautions that you can focus on at home. I know because you're not used to not being aware of that left side. So it's important whenever you're at home to focus on not tripping on the rugs, just making sure all the rugs are the way, making sure that you don't have any cords with the lamps or anything that's plugged in that you can trip over, and also the corners of the walls, just being conscious, because I know you could possibly run in on that left side. So just be aware of that. And then we did, the second test that we did was the visual perception. So I did it where I took the marker from each side. So that also shows where when we did the marker on the left side, you couldn't see it as early on as when you saw it on the right side. You didn't have any problem with the right side, but you did have some problem to where we brought it up almost completely in front of you. So that shows that left side. So just be important with that. I know you do like to cook. I know you do like to play blackjack.
I sure do.
Love blackjack. So I think it's important when cooking just to make sure that you don't leave pots and pans on that left side. You can forget about them, burn food. So whenever those pots and pans are on the stove, it's just be conscious, just not forget about that left side.
Okay.
And then with blackjack, you don't want people knowing your next move. So it's important to be aware of that left side so you can count all your cards, get 21, and you can make it and win some money. So we did those 2 for vision, and then we did your functional abilities for your upper and lower body. I know that you had some stiffness in your arm and your leg on both those sides. So it is important to be aware of that. I know that with the rigidness comes contracture. So with that, your upper body, you had some limitations with that. You couldn't fully strengthen your arm and leg. I know it is painful due to the stroke. So it's important you get contractures whenever there's rigidity in the arm and the leg, and that can cause skin breakdown. And if you don't stretch those muscles, it's important at home, especially, you can get your husband to do it, or you can do it just moving that arm and leg and trying to get fully through and opening up and making sure your arm comes completely up and completely down. And for your leg as well. It's important to keep that range of motion because you don't want to limit your movement. You want to get that full range of motion back. So that's very important. Make sure. And yeah, so what do you want to get back to most importantly?
Like you said before, the blackjack thing.
You do love blackjack?
People are cheating off of me, and I can't see all my cards down there, and
well, I just want to
get back to it.
We're going to have to fix that. So are you okay with making the goal during these sessions to play an entire game of blackjack without anyone reminding you of that left side or anyone cheating off you? You think we can do that in about 6 weeks?
I love that.
Okay, so we're going to work on that.
Okay.
So the coast goal is for the client will be able to play an entire game of blackjack independently without verbal cues in 6 weeks. Since I have you here, do you mind playing a modified blackjack game?
I love to.
All right, so I have this deck of cards here, and instead of me being the dealer, I'm going to have you be the dealer.
I can do that.
All right. So I am going to place this deck of cards on the left side of you so we can focus on the left side neglect, be more aware of your left side, and to work on your extension of your arm because I know it is rigid. So we're going to work on extending out. So I'm going to set this deck of cards here. And when you're ready, you can pull out, we can start the game. You can start dealing on your side.
Did you put them there?
Yes, so make sure, I know you can't see the deck of cards now, but scan the whole table to see if you can see the deck of cards.
I got it.
Okay,
All right.
So they are on your left side, so try to remember focusing on that left side and being aware of that.
All right.
Okay.
I have 8.
Really quick, if you can try, I know you used your right hand, but if you could use your left hand, try to extend out and grab towards that deck of cards with your left.
Did you give you one now or me?
So you go.
I'm the professional, but.
Yeah, you have 8, so you can pull another one.
Okay.
And your goal is to get to 21. Great job. So you're at 17.
17. I'll stay.
You'll stay? Okay. Now could you deal me mine? See if I can beat you. A king. Okay. Hit me. Oh. Okay, I'm going to stay. So I had 20 and you had 17. So I won the first round. So let's go again. So grab your cards and you can hand them to me. Thank you. And now we're going to deal again. So focus. Good job on that left side. So what do you have?
7.
Okay.
10. I keep getting 17. I'm be risky. Actually, it's you first, isn't it?
You can go if you want.
No, you can go.
Okay, so I got a 4. I'm gonna go again.
I think my arm's hurting a little bit.
It is. Okay, if you do want to alternate, whenever that left side is hurting, you can do right arm and then try to do left arm and alternate from right. So you can use your right for this grab.
All right.
Okay, 14. So try, if your arm is hurting, you don't have to, but try to pull with that left arm if you can.
Okay.
So could you hand me another card or it's you want to go? So that is an ace. So I busted.
Or the ace is a 1.
Or it could be a 1, you're right.
Professional. So that's
a 15. So I'll stay.
All right.
If you want to pull with that
left hand, you
can. Do it.
Did you move the cards?
No, I didn't. So if you want to scan and make sure you see that deck of cards.
Got it. All right, I'm gonna use my left arm again.
Okay, if you can. If you cause any pain, let me know.
I guess I'm going again. I'm going risky. I busted.
Oh, no. Do you want to play one more round?
One more.
Is your arm feeling okay? Is it kind of hurting?
It is. I guess that's why I'm here. I need to kind of I guess, more extended, but
Yes, if you
it'll
can.
eventually get there, I think.
We want to focus on, I know there is going to be some discomfort, but if there's a minimal discomfort, that's okay. That means we're working towards extending that arm open again.
Okay. All right.
So go ahead. 3.
Let's see if I get 17. Oh.
2.
I think it's you now. I can't remember. I'm a pro, but I can't remember.
That's so good. I got a queen.
I think this is my card. No, I'm just kidding.
So I got 21.
You did.
Woo!
Okay.
How's that arm feeling?
It's getting it'll be sore tomorrow.
It
but
will.
That's why I'm here. 16.
Right.
I'm gonna win. I don't lose.
Okay.
17. I keep getting 17.
Good job using that left arm.
I'm busted.
Dang. Well, we'll have to keep working on it.
Yes, this is fun.
Okay. How is your left arm feeling?
It's there, but
Okay.
it's still hurting a little bit. But
Well, you did start extending it more towards the end, so that's what our goal is. So that's very good. And you did start noticing that left side a lot more, which was great. So I do recommend, if you want to keep doing this, we will not only work on obviously playing cards, but we'll also working on your activities that you did before that you're having trouble with now. We'll focus on cooking. We'll focus on, I know you like to go on walks, so we can work on stretching out that lower extremity and also the upper extremity, just so you can do your activities again. So I do recommend occupational therapy. We do 3 times a week for 10 weeks in order to get you back to your...
To get back to playing blackjack, I'd like that.
Yes, your best
and
quality
cooking.
of life, for sure. So thank you for coming in.
I'll see you...
And I'll see you next week.
Next week? Okay.
We'll start next week.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good.
Okay.